Hi, my dear friends. Welcome back to another class of SQL. In the last class, we discussed about the concepts of transactions. That what is a transaction? What are the various types of transactions? Okay, and what can we do with a transaction and all these things. So, if you have not visited that video, I would request you to kindly visit that video in the playlist. Just in the previous video, we had discussed about all these things. Now, in this video, I shall discuss the applications of transactions. So, go to line number 8, and this is the database that we have been using for the last couple of classes, class 2. Execute this database. And if you remember, we had created this table upskilling. So just let us have a look at it. Select asterisk from upskilling. These were the records of this particular table: EMP underscore ID for employee ID, EMP underscore name for employee name, EMP underscore department, that is EMP underscore DEPT, that is for employee department, and sub underscore name is for subject name. Okay. Now let us try to insert some records into this table. We have already discussed how to insert records into an SQL table. So insert into upskilling the table name, then give the values, and with respect to the fields, you'll have to give the values. Okay. So this is the first row, and this will be the second row, and these values correspond to the third row, and finally these values correspond to the fourth row. Okay, so let us insert these four rows of records into this particular table. So select lines 12 to 16, select lines 12 to 16, and hit the execute button. Four rows are affected. Just let us have a look at it. Select asterisk from upskilling, and as we can see, those records have been inserted here. Okay, like Azar Khan, then Roshni Sinha. These are some arbitrary names, just random names that I plucked out from my mind, just for your explanation purpose. Then here you have Tom Wood. Then here you have John Smith. Okay. Now we know how to delete a particular row or a particular record from a table. Delete from upskilling, where emp underscore id is equals to I1036. That is delete from the table. Like if you want to delete a record from a table or delete a row from a table, we basically give the name of the table, and then with the help of the where clause, we use the identifier with a unique value to identify that particular row, which will then get deleted from the table. So as we know that ID is the best identifier. ID is the best identifier. Here the ID column is nothing but EMP underscore ID, employee ID. So delete from upskilling, where EMP underscore ID is equals to I1036. So I1036 under EMP underscore ID of this table upskilling will be located, and its corresponding entire row, that is row number 9, will be deleted from this table. So let us execute lines 20 to 21, select and hit the execute button. One row is affected. Okay, now these things we had discussed, like begin transaction and all in the last class, rollback transaction, as I stated previously also. Okay, now now line number 18 you select asterisk from upskilling, and you see that row number 9 is gone. That is I1036. That employee ID and its corresponding records are now deleted successfully from the table. This is a permanent delete. This is a permanent delete. Can we retrieve back this entire record? Can we retrieve back this entire row from this table? Now we cannot, because the row is now permanently gone. That is why I've written this record is now permanently gone, deleted, and cannot be rolled back. We have discussed about rollback, undo operation it is. Now this is where transaction becomes very handy. So how to begin a transaction? Now you can give this command begin transaction. So it will basically communicate to the SQL that yeah, transaction has begun. Okay. Now what you do is that now let us delete some more records. Okay. Uh, at first line number 29. Here I have written this command begin transaction, and under this I'm giving this query, delete query, that delete from upscaling, where emp underscore id is equals to I1004. So this entire row will be deleted. Then delete from upscaling, where emp underscore id is equals to I1023. So this entire row will be also deleted. And then finally delete from upscaling, where emp underscore id is equals to I1010. So this entire row will also be deleted. Okay, so select and execute. I've written below, like sometimes if you may not follow while writing your notes from my lecture, then that's why I've written some important points also for you. Okay, so select lines 29 to 38. So right from begin transaction till the end, if you select, then this entire thing will fall under transaction. Okay, got my point. That is begin transaction command you have given in line number 29, and now you have to select from this line number 29 up to line number 38. So these three delete queries will fall under this begin transaction. Okay, so this will be an entire transaction. This will be an entire one transaction. So execute. One row affected, one row affected, one row affected. Three rows are affected. Definitely the records are gone. Now select line number 40, select asterisk from upskilling, hit the execute button. You see those three records are gone. Now if I want to retrieve those three records, I want to get back those three records. That means I want to, by mistake, suppose by mistake those three records got deleted. I was not supposed to select and execute these delete queries, but by mistake it happened, and these delete queries by some mistake stayed in my window, and I want to get back these three deleted records. I want to retrieve them. So this is where I can use the rollback transaction. So simply rollback, you select, okay, line number 42, and hit the execute button. Commands completed successfully. Go to line number 40 and select asterisk from upskilling. And now you see those three particular records, that is, those three entire rows are now retrieved. They are now rolled back into your upskilling table. See, for this row which got deleted, this is now retrieved. Then this row which got deleted, this is now retrieved. This row which got deleted, this is also now successfully retrieved. So as I told you in our previous class, rollback transaction will ensure that a control plus Z operation happens. That is, an undo operation happens. That is, whatever you do, that will be undone. So those three deleted records are now rolled back into this table. Okay. Now uh, select asterisk from upskilling will give you the same thing only, these 8 records. Now suppose I write this transaction. Okay, again I begin a transaction. And under this I give this query delete from upskilling, where emp underscore id is equals to I1004. So again, this first row will be entirely deleted from this table. And after that I have written save transaction and given a name tr1. If you remember, in our previous class I told you that what a save transaction does. A save transaction is used to create save points between multiple queries under one transaction. Okay, now let us see how it works. So here I've given this command save transaction, and then here I have created this flag point, okay, which is known as tr1. And after this I've written another delete query, that is delete from upskilling, where emp underscore id is equals to I1023. So second row will be deleted. Then again delete from upskilling, where emp underscore id is equals to I1010. This row will also be deleted. Okay, now I'm creating another flag point tr2 by the name of tr2 with the help of save transaction. So line number 57, write this command save transaction, and here I'm creating another save point, which is my second save point, and the name I've chosen here is tr2. You can give any name, whatever you want. And then lines 58 to 59, again you see I'm deleting another row. I'm deleting another record, that is an entire row, which corresponds to this particular emp underscore id I1013. So this entire row will be deleted. Then similarly I have created another save point, which is my third save point, by the name of tr3. Give the command save transaction and the name of the save point, which is the flag point. Okay, that is tr3. And again writing another query, delete from upskilling, where emp underscore id is equals to I1024. So this fifth row will be also deleted. Then under this I'm writing another transaction, save transaction t4. So another save point will be created, fourth save point that is a flag point. And again another delete query, and where emp underscore id is equals to I1021. So this particular employee's record, that is entire row, will be deleted from this table. And then the final save point, that is line number 69, if you follow save transaction command you give, and then give the name of your save point, flag point, whatever you call it, that is tr5, and another delete query, delete from upskilling where emp underscore id is equals to I1022. So that means this entire row will be deleted. Okay, so the top 7 rows will be deleted. Okay, now see, uh, what happens is what happens is if you select lines 46, that is right from this begin transaction till up to the end, come down to the end, come down to the end, and just above, if you go up to here and you execute. Okay, now select from upskilling will do what? It will basically display all the records from upskilling, and only one row should be left, and only one row is left. That is an end. That is this. Only one entire record is left. All the 7 records are gone. I want to retrieve them back. I want to retrieve them back. That is all the 7 records which got deleted. I want to retrieve them back. So what to do? Rollback transaction. So write here rollback and execute. Okay, and commands completed successfully. Go to line number 79 and select this and hit the execute button. And all the 7 deleted records are now retrieved back into your table. Okay. Now suppose again execute the above transaction. This entire one transaction that I that I created here. This you delete. Okay. That is the this entire one transaction you execute, select from up to line number 71. So again what will happen, those 7 records will be gone, okay. Now select from upskilling, okay, just to see, and only one row is left. Now if I write like this, rollback transaction tr1, what will happen? If I write and then execute this command, rollback transaction tr1, under tr1 how many records we had? Under tr1 we had 6 records. That is, see, this was my save point or flag point tr1. Under this we had this particular record, then this particular record, okay, then this particular record, that is I1013, then this particular record, huh, like this, then this particular record, and then this particular record. All these records, they fall under the save point tr1. So rollback transaction tr1 will ensure that those 6 records which fall under tr1 will be only rolled back to you. Okay. So rollback transaction tr1, if you do and execute, and then select line number 87 just to see all the records from your upskilling table. You see, I1004 is not rolled back. Rest all the 6 records have been rolled back. This last particular row, this last particular row was already there for Tom Wood, but these rows, that is I1023, 1010, 1013, 1024, 1021, 1022, which fall under tr1 transaction, they were all they that is all were deleted. I1004 was also deleted, but total 7 records were deleted, and 6 of them have been retrieved back. 6 of those records have been retrieved thanks to this save point or flag point tr1, because under this, as I showed you, 6 records fall under tr1, and this record is not reinstated. That is, see, I1004, I1004, this particular employee id and its entire row has not been retrieved, because it does not fall under tr1, or it does not fall under any save point or flag point. So this entire row has not been retrieved, but under tr1 there are 6 rows or 6 records which have been retrieved back: I1023, I1010, I1013, I1024, I1021, I1022. Okay. Now suppose I want to get back all the 7 records. 6 records are already there, and that only one record which could not be retrieved, I1004, that also I want to get back. So line number 93, only rollback you have to write and hit the execute button. Commands completed successfully. Select line number 91, hit the execute button, and you see this particular employee's entire row and record has been retrieved back into this table, also rollback, thanks to the rollback operation. Okay. Now, again, select that particular entire transaction. Okay, that is from lines 46 to, up to this end. That is up to TR5's record, I1022. Okay. So 1111111, all the seven records are now deleted from that particular table. Now I would like you to focus that under TR2 how many records are there. Under TR1 we already saw that there are six records, isn't it? Under TR1 there are six records. Under TR2 how many records are there? Under TR2 one record is I1013, isn't it? This particular record. Another record is I1024. Okay, so two. Then another record is I1021. So third record, and last is I1022, fourth record. So there are four records. There are four records under the save point tr2. So now if I write this command, that rollback transaction tr2, rollback transaction tr2, and hit the execute button, then those particular four records under tr2 will be rolled back only. Okay, because as we saw that those records have been already deleted. Previously all those seven records were deleted. So if you would select the command, select asterisk from upskilling, then only one entire row would have been shown from the upskilling table. Okay, but now I want to get back those records which fall under tr2. Under tr2 there are four records and I want to get them back. So hit the rollback transaction tr2, and all only those four records which fall under tr2 will be rolled back. Now select asterisk from upskilling, and you see already this particular record, entire record was there, and these four records I1013, 1024, 1021, 1022, which fall under tr2 have been rolled back. Okay. Now I want to retrieve all the records. So line number 105 rollback you select and hit the execute button, and select line number 103 just for inspection. That, yeah, all the records have now been retrieved, which does not fall under any save point also, that has also been retrieved. Okay. Now again what to do is, again you select, that is this entire transaction, you select up to the last record, that is for tr5, and up to 1022, that is, and hit the execute button, and you see what happened. I selected everything, sorry. My mistake. I selected everything, just hit the rollback. Okay, and select asterisk from upscaling. Yeah, now okay. Now, so select this entire transaction again, that is from begin transaction. You select up to the last record, that is for TR5, that is for I1022, and hit the execute button, and those seven records are gone. Now I want you, those seven records are gone. Okay, now I want you to focus that how many records fall under this TR3. TR3 is a safe point or flag point. Under this, how many records fall? One, that is I1024. Second, that is I1021. Third, that is I1022. Okay, total seven records have been now deleted. Seven rows have been deleted. Okay, so let us just check whether they have been, deleted successfully or not. So select asterisk from upscaling and hit the execute button. Only one row is left. Now, if I execute this line number 111, rollback transaction TR3, then what will happen? Only those three records will be rolled back which fall under TR3. So select and execute, and then again check this. Check the upscaling table. See, once I check this upscaling table, the last row was already there, And additionally, now three more rows have been rolled back. And these, if you remember, this record I1024, I1021, I1022, they basically fall under this save point or flag point, which is named as TR3. Okay, and hit the rollback again. So select and line number 113, you will see all the records have been now rolled back. Okay, that is all the rows are now retrieved. Now again you go here, that is select this particular transaction and execute. So go to line number 46 and go up to till TR5. This I know is a little bit of tedious kind of operation, but for explanation it is necessary. Hit the execute. We know all the 7 rows are gone. Now I want you to focus with respect to TR4. TR4 is the fourth save point or flag point. Under this, how many records fall? This first one I1021 and this second one I1022. These two records fall under TR4. Okay. Now all those 7 records are gone. So now let us try to just see that those 7 records are gone or not. Select line number 115. Select asterisk from upscaling. I have kept it continuously so that it becomes easy for us to just check. So yeah, only one row is left. Now line number 119, rollback transaction TR4. So what will happen? Only those two records will be rolled back which are now under TR4. Only those two records will be rolled back which are under TR4. Hit the execute button and select line number 115 and hit the execute button. You see, initially we had only one row, now we have 3 rows. I1035 entire row, it was already there. Now this record I1021, which was under TR4, is rolled back. I1022, which was under TR4, has been also successfully rolled back. And I want to roll back all the records. So line number 121 you select, hit the execute button, and again you go to line number 115. Say this is just to check all the records have been retrieved back or not. Select asterisk from upscaling. So yeah, all the 8 records have been retrieved back, and then again go up. Again go up. See, this kind of practice is also very much helpful for you people, so that the concept becomes entirely clear to you. Okay. Now again, select this entire transaction up to TR5's record and hit the execute button. So we know again 7 records are deleted. Okay. Now I want you to focus on this TR5, which is your fifth save point or flag point. Under this, how many records lie? Under TR5, how many records lie? Under TR5, you have only one record. Okay. Under TR5, you have only one record. Now we know 7 records have been deleted. We know 7 records have been deleted. Okay. So let us just check that. Line number 125, select asterisk from upscaling. Only one row is left because all the rest of the 7 rows have been deleted from the table. Now in line number 127, roll back transaction and then give the name TR5. That was the save point or flag point. This was our fifth save point or flag point, isn't it? So roll back transaction TR5. What will it do? It will ensure that that particular record will be only retrieved. This entire command will ensure that only that particular record will be retrieved back into the table which falls under TR5. Okay. So under TR5, we have only one record, and correspondingly, if you roll back transaction TR5, then that entire one record will be retrieved back into your table, which falls under TR5. Hit the execute button, and you see select line number 129. There is select asterisk from upscaling, and you see initially we had one row. When all the 7 rows were gone, only one row was left. Now an additional row has come up. This row, if you remember, it falls under TR5. I1022. This record falls under TR5, and under TR5, you have got only one record. So this entire record will be now retrieved back into your table thanks to this command rollback transaction. Then giving the name of your save point or flag point. Okay. And now let us retrieve back all the records. So simply select this rollback only and hit the execute button and select line number 129, select asterisk from upscaling, that is, and you see all the 7 records are now retrieved back for your table. Now I had also discussed about commit transaction. We have seen the begin transaction, We have seen the rollback transaction, we have seen the save transaction, we have not seen the commit transaction. Commit transaction is very easy. As I told you, commit transaction will ensure that no more undo operation will be executed, no more control plus z will be executed. Once a transaction is committed, it is committed. No more rollback, no more undo. Okay, no more control plus z won't be possible. So select line number 133 to 134. So you know what is happening here. Begin transaction, giving a command to the SQL that yeah, transaction has begun. Then performing this delete query, that is delete from upskilling, where emp underscore id is equals to I1035. That is this particular last row for Mr. Tom Wood. This entire record, this entire row will be deleted from this particular table. Okay. So what you, and then in line number 137 or line number 137, you can write simply commit. Okay. Now, from lines 133 to 137, you select begin transaction, delete from upskilling, then up to commit, you select and hit the execute button. One row affected. Okay. Now let us check whether that row has been deleted or not. Select asterisk from upskilling. Yeah. For Tom Wood, the entire record, the entire row has been deleted. Now, as we have been conveniently using our rollback transaction, right here simply rollback. So this rollback will ensure that whatever record or whatever row we deleted from the table will be rolled back into the table. Undo operation. Let us hit the execute button. But here you see we are getting an error. The rollback transaction request has no corresponding begin transaction. It is because why it is giving it? It is previously there was no problem in terms of executing a transaction. Once we executed the transaction, then we wanted to roll back. We successfully rolled back our records or rows. But now it is not happening. Why? Thanks to this commit transaction. Once you commit a transaction, it is committed. No more rollback. So I hope you guys have, my dear friends, have really liked this video. And if you have liked this video, kindly hit the like, share, and subscribe button and press the bell icon for further notifications. And we shall meet again in the next class. So thank you.